One fine morning in Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob was just coming out of his house when he noticed that something was different about his street. The street he was on was replaced by a long train track. That's strange. I don't remember that being there. SpongeBob decided to follow the track to see where it led. Gee, I wonder where this is gonna take me. He kept following the track until he came across an old set of buffers. I don't remember that being there. SpongeBob then walked over to take a closer look. But when he went to touch the buffers, he opened the portal of somehow. Okay, now I'm interested. SpongeBob entered the portal and came out in a mysterious world. Oh, where am I? Then he heard a whistle, as if a train was coming. SpongeBob walked over to investigate, and sure enough, a little tank engine was chugging along. Is that a train with a face? What the heck is this place? SpongeBob looked around. All he could see was train tracks and trees. SpongeBob ventured on the tracks to look around. Then a loud whistle made him jump. He quickly got out of the way as a big blue engine thundered by. Watch where you're going, you lunatic! Whoops, sorry. I wonder who that was. That was Gordon, said a voice. SpongeBob looked over to see where the voice was coming from. There, on a siding, was a little blue engine. Hello there. Are you lost? A little bit, yeah. What is this place? You are on the island of Sodor. My name is Edward. What's yours? My name is SpongeBob SquarePants. Nice to meet you, SpongeBob. Can I give you a ride to the nearest station? Yes, please. I've been walking for a while and I could use a rest. And with that, Edward took SpongeBob to the nearest station. When they got to the big station, they met up with the tank engine from before. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Edward. Thomas, I would like you to meet SpongeBob SquarePants. He's visiting the island. Hi, nice to meet you, Thomas. Nice to meet you too, SpongeBob. Where are you from? I'm from a town called Bikini Bottom. Bikini Bottom? What a funny name for a town. So, SpongeBob, what brings you around here? That's just it. I'm not sure. I woke up this morning and I walked out my front door to see train tracks on my street. I followed the track and it led me to some magic buffers. Magic buffers, you say? Interesting. Then a little green engine rushed into the station. Thomas! Cinders and ashes! Percy, don't do that! Sorry, Thomas, but all of us are needed at Tidmouth Sheds. Sir Topham Hatt's orders. Who's Sir Topham Hatt? He's the controller of our railway. Yeah, he makes sure that everything on Sodor is running smoothly. Well, we better get going. It might be important. When all the engines gathered at Tidmouth Sheds, they waited for Sir Topham Hatt to arrive. It wasn't long before he did. What's the news, sir? That's just it, Edward. I'm not too sure. I was kind of summoned here too for some reason. I might have something to do with it, said a voice. Wait, is that? No, it can't be. Then in front of them appeared a purple tank engine. Lady, what brings you here? Bad news, there's an evil diesel after us all. 10! I should have known. When I get my buffers on him, I'm gonna... Thomas, it's not 10. It's not 10? Well, if it's not 10, who is it? The only engine worse than 10. 13. Diesel 13? But I thought he was just a myth. 13? Here on Sodor? All right, everyone, settle down. Now, lady, is there any way we can stop 13? The only thing that can stop Diesel 13 is the magic of Sodor. The magic of Sodor? But where do we find this magic of Sodor? The magic of Sodor is closer than you think. And one thing you should always remember, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And with that, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But what does that even mean? And more importantly, what does Lady mean when the magic of Sodor is closer than we think? Could somebody please explain what's going on? Who is this Diesel 13? It's a pretty scary story. Are you sure you can handle it? Edward, you're talking to a sponge that's fought kaiju in the past. Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. And this was the story Edward told. A long time ago in a diesel works on the mainland, a new type of diesel engine was being experimented upon, the BR Class 42. Altogether there were 15 built, but only 2 of them were functional, number 10 and number 13. The 2 diesels never got to bond because they were separated at a young age and sent to work on 2 different railways. 13 worked on a railway somewhere in London, but he was a bit of a troublemaker and caused a lot of problems for those around him. One day 13 learned about Lady, the magical engine that keeps Sodor alive, and he went on an adventure to destroy her. While there, he reunited with 10. Both diesels wanted to destroy Lady, so they teamed up. Thankfully, she managed to escape, but the 2 diesels damaged her pretty badly. Wow. That's pretty scary. Well, Diesel 13 is a very scary guy, and so is 10 for that matter. But what I don't understand is why 13 would take these drastic lengths to do what he did. Well, Thomas, I really don't know the entire story, but we can figure it out later. We still have a railway to run. So Topham Hat's right. No matter what, we need to stay busy. Hey, SpongeBob, Percy and I are gonna go look for clues. Wanna come with us? You know what? Yeah, I too want to learn more about Diesel 13. Okay, but promise me you 3 will be careful. Don't worry, Edward. Thomas and Percy are in good hands. And with that, Thomas, Percy, and SpongeBob went exploring to learn more about Diesel 13. The group started talking as the 2 engines puffed along. What I don't understand is why 10 and 13 would want to team up in the first place. I don't get it either. I feel like Edward is leaving out some very important details. By the way, SpongeBob, I believe we weren't properly acquainted. My name's Percy. Nice to meet you, Percy. And about 13, why don't we try asking everybody on Sodor around? SpongeBob, that's a great idea. Let's go ask Toby. Yeah, Toby's old and wise too. He might know. And with that, the trio set off to find Toby. They found Toby resting in his shed after a long day's work. Hello, Toby. How are you? Hello, Thomas. Percy, what brings you two to Arlesdale End? We wanted to ask you a question. Do you know a character known by the name of Diesel 13? 13? I haven't heard that name in years. Why do you ask? Edward told us the story earlier, but I think he left out some very important details. Really? I hate to tell you, but I only know as much as Edward. You see, not much is known about this 13 character. Do you know anyone who does? I'll tell you what, why don't you ask Duck? He might know because he's encountered a bunch of diesels in the past. Great idea, Toby. Maybe he can help us. Duck? What a funny name for a character. Well, his real name is Montague, but everyone calls him Duck because they all think he waddles. Does he? No, not really. Come on, let's go find him. And with that, the trio went to look for Duck. They found Duck talking to 2 Scottish twins. You see, you two, there are 2 ways of doing things, the Great Western Way or the wrong way. I'm Great Western and... Quack, quack, quack. I beg your pardon? Ye heard, quack, quack you go. We get it, you're a duck. Now wish and let an engine work. Fine, have it your way, you two. Hello, Duck. How are you? Oh, hi, Thomas. Percy, what are you two doing here? You've been around diesels a lot. Have you ever heard of a diesel called Diesel 13? Diesel 13, you say? I've encountered a lot of diesels in the past, but I don't think I've ever heard of a Diesel 13. We have. Edward told us about him once. Aye, legend has it he's the most feared diesel in the world. But that doesn't mean he doesn't scare us. Aye, I dare him to set foot in Scotland. He wouldn't last a minute over there. A black diesel was shunting nearby when he overheard the conversation. If you're so concerned about Diesel 13, why don't you ask Diesel 10? After all, the 2 diesels are brothers. As much as I hate to admit it, Diesel's got a point. Thomas, you're not thinking about paying Diesel 10 a visit, are you? I'm sorry, Percy, but I don't think we have a choice. Thomas is right. We'll never find out about what happened to Diesel 13 if we don't go. Besides, Percy, Thomas and I will be right behind you. And with that, Thomas, Percy, and SpongeBob went to find Diesel 10. They found Diesel 10 working in the smelter's yard. Alright, we found him. Percy, you ready to go? Thomas, if it's alright with you, I think I'll stay behind. You want me to go up to him alone? You won't be alone, Thomas. I'll be right behind you. Okay, I hope it's worth it. And Thomas got nervous. Excuse me, 10? Diesel 10 just glared at Thomas and growled. Thomas wanted to leave, but he wanted to know about Diesel 13 more. So he took a big gulp and tried again. Excuse me? What do you want? I've come to ask you questions about your brother, Diesel 13. 13? How dare you mention that name? And why would I gossip about a Diesel's secrets to a Steamy? Because you know more about your brother than anyone else on the island. I don't have to tell you anything if I don't want to. Thomas was beginning to lose his patience. Fine, if you don't want to tell us about Diesel 13, I'm gonna tell Sir Topham Hatt about how you tried to destroy Lady twice. Thomas and SpongeBob were preparing to leave. All right. What do you want to know? Everything. I must warn you though, it's a long and dark story. That's okay, we can take it. All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. And this was the story Diesel 10 told. A long time ago, in a diesel works on the mainland, there was a new class of diesel being experimented on called the BR Class 42. There were 15 of us built, but only 2 of us were functional. Me and 13. I never really knew him that well because we got separated and worked on different railways. It wasn't until I came to Sodor that's when I reunited with him. When I found out our hunger for power was mutual, I joined him. Together we managed to find her and chase her down. But once we managed to get her cornered, that's when I found out 13's true intentions. I wanted to use the magic to take over Sodor, and that was it. But Diesel 13, on the other hand, not so much. He wanted to use the magic to destroy not only Sodor, but the entire world. We got into a big argument over who should destroy Lady. But unknown to us, our bickering gave Lady the time she needed to escape. To this day, I still haven't forgiven 13 for betraying me like that. And it's unlikely that I ever will. Wow. 10, I don't know what to say. Think nothing of it, Blue Puffball. I may be bad, but I'm not stupid. I never knew someone could have so much evil in them. Let me ask you a question now. Why are you so interested in my brother anyway? Because Lady warned us that he's on his way to Sodor right now. What? 13? Here on Sodor? That's what we heard. How dare that traitor set wheel on this island? There's only room for one bad diesel around here. Splodge, get over here right now. Boss, we told you, it's just Splatter. Yeah, and Dodge. And I told you that. You don't have time to say both names, we know. What do you want with us, boss? My traitor of a brother is on his way to Sodor right now. Really? Well, what do you need us for? Yeah, what do you need us for? Because I can't do the job alone, that's why. Thomas, since you're here, you want to team up? You mean you want to form a truce with the steam engines? Wait a minute, Thomas, I just remembered something. What was it that lady said earlier? SpongeBob, this is not the time. Wait. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Of course. Lady wanted us to team up with Diesel 10. Then out of nowhere, Percy appeared. Thomas! Bust my buffers! Percy, what did I say about popping out like that? Diesel 13, he's here! Then, a big black diesel with red stripes and a shiny red claw appeared. 13!
Well, if it isn't my dear brother 10, how are you?
Thomas, you and Percy get back to the sheds. Splodge and I will hold them off for as long as possible. We're not leaving without you, 10. I'll be fine. Go! Come on, Thomas, we have to go. and the trio raced back to the sheds to warn the other engines, while Diesel 10 held off his brother. Back at the sheds, Thomas and Percy explained the situation to the other engines. Disgraceful! Disgusting! Despicable! But what are we gonna do now that Diesel 13 is here? The only thing we can do, Emily, stay together. Edward, we're all gonna die and you expect us to stay here? That may be true, Henry, but at least we'll be together. Wait, Edward, say that again. At least we'll all be together? Thomas was remembering what Lady said earlier. The magic of Sodor is closer than you think. And one thing you should always remember, keep your friends close and your enemies close. Of course, I know where the magic of Sodor is. What are you on about, Thomas? Don't you see, Gordon? We are the magic of Sodor. I'm the magic of Sodor. Percy is the magic of Sodor. Gordon, you are the magic of Sodor. James and Edward, you're the magic of Sodor too. Emily, so are you. All of us together. So we are the magic of Sodor. But what do we do, Thomas? We must band together and fight for our island. Thomas is right. We shouldn't have to magically wait for something to happen. We should do something. Yeah, let's show that smelly Diesel who's boss. And all the engines whistled in agreement. Let's go save our railway. And with that, all the engines abruptly left the sheds to find Diesel 13. Meanwhile, Diesel 10 was still holding off his brother. 13 had already derailed Splatter and Dodge and was about to derail Diesel 10. 13, you can't do something this horrible. It just isn't in you.
What is it in you is a soft good. Unlike
We're not talking about dominating a single island. We're talking about destroying the world.
why destroy a single island when you can destroy an entire planet?
You do realize we are the same model, 13. You are me.
Then you never met man. Besides, once I destroy a single I go on to destroy the world.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
What do we have? A little tank engine and a little talking cheese. Pathetic. You can't beat me, little puffball. You're not strong enough.
Maybe he can't, but we can. And all the engines stood in front of Diesel 13.
Nice army, but that's still not powerful enough for me. Bring it on.
Normally, I would say tender engines don't shunt, but with you, I'm happy to make an exception. And Gordon charged at 13. Soon the rest of the engines charged in, but they were struggling to push back back. He's too strong. We need more power.
I told you you're powerful enough to stop me.
Did somebody call for more power? And there in the distance came Duck, Donald, Douglas, Oliver, even Diesel came. The engines pushed and pushed as hard as they could. We can't give up. We must keep pushing. It was a lot of work, but they finally managed to derail the Diesel.
No, that's impossible.
That's what you get for terrorizing our island. I couldn't agree more, Thomas. Diesel 13, you have caused a lot of trouble. What do you have to say for yourself?
All I have to say is I would have destroyed Sodor a long time ago if it weren't for those meddling Steamy.
That is enough. For your crimes, you are to leave Sodor and never return. 13 got deserved. That goes for you too, 10. What? Why me? Because you've been working on my railway without my knowledge, which is trespassing. Sir, if I may, I think Diesel 10 deserves another chance. After all, he did risk his life for us. I agree with Thomas, sir. I believe every engine deserves a second chance. Very well. You shall have another chance, 10. But the second you start causing trouble, you are being sent away for good. Oh, thank you, sir. I promise to never cause trouble again. Then, as if like magic, the lady appeared. Well done, everyone. You all found the magic of Sodor within you. We couldn't have done it without SpongeBob. But what did I do? All I did was sit in your cab. Well, I would never have had the buffers to confront Diesel 10 without you. And if it weren't for you, SpongeBob, I would never have agreed to look for Diesel 10 in the first place. Not to mention you helped us figure out what the magic of Sodor was. 3 cheers for SpongeBob SquarePants. All the others whistled for SpongeBob. Aw, thanks, guys. You're great friends, you know that? Holy shrimp, my friends! I have to get back to Bikini Bottom before they all wonder where I've gone. Would you like a ride back to Bikini Bottom? That would be amazing, thank you. And Lady took SpongeBob back to Bikini Bottom. When they got back to the magic buffers, SpongeBob shared one last goodbye with Thomas before returning to Bikini Bottom. We're all sorry you have to go, SpongeBob. We're gonna miss you. Oh, Thomas, I'd really love to stay, but I have to get back to Bikini Bottom. But don't worry, I'll come back and visit sometime. You're always welcome on Sodor, SpongeBob. But for now, goodbye, SpongeBob. So long, Thomas. And with that, SpongeBob went through the magic buffers. When he returned to Bikini Bottom, all his friends were waiting for him. SpongeBob, thank Neptune you're all right. Where in the blazes have you been, boyo? We were worried sick. SpongeBob told his friends about his adventures on Sodor, but they all just laughed at him. But I'm serious, you guys. There's an island called Sodor. What you need is to go back in your pineapple and get some rest. And all of SpongeBob's friends left before he could say another word. Why doesn't anyone believe me? But Squidward's right about one thing. I am pretty tired. And with that, SpongeBob went to bed. But unknown to SpongeBob's knowledge, a strange black substance was heading his way.